My favorite episode. Nah, that's not my favorite episode. But one of my favorite episodes. Oh man, the one with Tyler Perry. I'm torn. I don't know. Love is love. His hair was hella out of. I was like, "What's going on, with my nigga hair, man?" You want to hear the story about how I met my wife? I've told that story. The Goofy, the Goofy movie. Oh my God, the Goofy movie was crazy. The Goofy movie was too deep for TV, man. The Goofy movie was too deep for TV. Yeah, I love the Cat Williams. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Atlanta again. I've seen the first season twice. I gotta go back. I'm gonna watch the whole shit again. I've told that story many a times how I met my wife. I went. Her roommate was my roommate's friend. Was my roommate's. I'm sorry. Her roommate was my roommate's little sister, and we went over her house. Well, actually, I met her roommate at church. Y'all, this story. So I met my wife. So I met my wife through a girl that I knew from church. And the way that I met the girl at church was because my ex took me to the church. So me and my ex used to go to this church. I met this girl there. We were all friends. Me and her brothers, we all became friends. My girl, that girl, her brother, her other brother. We was all friends. They were really young, whatever. It was years later though. That girl goes off to college. She meets my wife in college. They become roommates. I did a show at the girl's school, and I invited her to the show because it was like I knew she went there, and I was like, hey, I'm performing. Me and my cousin was performing at her school. I don't know if you guys like in college they have these things called like the nooners, and they would have like various acts come in and perform. You know what I'm saying? They pay you or whatever. You go, you show up or whatever, give you some money and shit. You know, whatever. But you perform like in the quad area of the college at 12 o'clock or whatever. You get like an hour spot or whatever. So, and at that time I was doing like a lot of those. I would like go to colleges and perform all the time. But so I did this one with my cousin, and I told the girl to come. She came and she brought my wife. I met her. That was the first time I met her, but I was rude to her because they was like little girls. I didn't know. What's good with you? Can we hold on? Your sound is off. There
What's
you
good?
go.
What's happening?
I'm chilling, man. What's good with you?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
What you over there talking about?
Oh man, I was really letting them talk. But they was talking about dating apps, vettings, dating strategies, dating problems and intentions. Like it was just, I'm really just listening to them.
What they was saying?
I mean, some people said with the dating apps, there was one comment that was made that they feel like if you're on a dating app, you're desperate. So I was like, hey, I was like, yeah, I was like, I mean, I can only say from experience that I feel like maybe maybe people could be. I feel like because we already know most people on those apps, they're not really looking to really get in a real relationship. It's more of like hookup culture, and I think out of the what let's say out of the thousands of people I put hearts under comments, I only had two relationships off a dating app. Two relationships, and they only lasted for 6 months. Like
Mm.
it didn't really stand on nothing. Like eventually, you know what I'm saying, those people turned out to be just not for me, whatever the case may be, but all the rest of the people who I liked or, tried to hit up, they just was playing around. So I could say I didn't love myself enough. So that's probably why I was on those dating apps and I was just desperate, like just looking for love for real. But then once I took my time and I got right, I stopped going on dating apps and things like that.
That's good. I know several people that got married and they met on the dating app, but
I know some people too, though.
yeah,
Facts. I
I
know
don't
some
know.
people
I don't
too.
think that I know that that's not common, but I know some people.
No.
My homie, he met his wife. And when you went to his wedding, he had like a book, and it was like a Bumble book, and it told their story, like how they met on Bumble. They showed that like they messages and everything, like when they first met and it was crazy. I was like, that's dope as fuck. And you got to look through the book. I thought that was sick, but that ain't common though. But I think most people do nowadays meet on dating apps because whatever. Even though most women are on dating apps, I think most, shit, man. I think that most women aren't on dating apps. Kind of reflects that most women aren't really interested in dating. Maybe, like I don't know. And it doesn't mean like you have to be on a dating app to be interested in dating, but I'm saying like I know women don't get on dating apps for various reasons like safety and all of that stuff, but I also think like women also are like very content with like not dating.
Right.
Like they just don't give a fuck about it. Like if they do, they do. If they meet somebody, they do. But like I don't think they're like, man, I really need to find my person and and all that type of shit. I think they just be on some like, I'm good. I could die alone. I could die with somebody, whatever. But I just want to make sure that I'm happy. You know what I'm saying?
What y'all talking about? Y'all let's see. Male loneliness isn't a problem, it's a solution. Hold on, let me read the fine print for okay. It's a solution. I'll give you that. It is a solution. And I mean, you could see it just like many times in the scriptures. Like, even if y'all don't believe in God, whatever, like it's just, it's good stories in there. Like with Moses, in order for him to reach a point of understanding his purpose, he had to walk in the wilderness. He was alone by himself. Plenty of people in the scriptures you could read, like when they was alone was when they really got, like a revelation and really found purpose in life. Even myself, I was in the back of a car, didn't have no money, lost my job. I didn't have a woman at the time. Car was broke down, all that. I was in the back of a gas station and I prayed one day and I was like, God, I was like, just lead me and guide me to where you have me to go because I don't see a way out of this. You know what I'm saying? And then I woke up the next morning. I went from 200 followers on TikTok. I didn't even have no videos up. I just put up like little small stuff like me at the gym. And I woke up the next morning, had 10K followers. And then I found $300 in my account from going live, got a job, got myself right. And I started, helping people. And after that, my life has been amazing. Like I just started, being by myself, doing right. You know what I'm saying? Being positive, promoting positive things into the world. And I got positive results. Now I'm married now and shoot, we've been good. Like I haven't had any bad things happening. So I feel like, people do need to be alone. Y'all need to self-reflect, and self-reflection may sound good to some people, but it's just not a sound good. It's actually being by yourself, correcting your wrongs, and just meeting all your expectations before you open your mouth and say, I want a man, I want a woman, I want a husband or a wife. You got to become that before you open your mouth and say that.
How do you say you helping people? How do you feel like you're helping people? Like, well, in what way?
Pretty much just promoting like positivity, like good tips, healthy habits. It's really the healthy habits. I think that is really what's helping people because the things that they are doing now isn't working. And then they're so used to seeing negativity because that's what's promoted in the world. We see it so much that now it's just normal. So now people have strayed from what if it all goes right? I keep hearing about what goes wrong and what if it all goes wrong, but I'm not hearing about what if it all goes right. So I'm teaching people how to really be just more positive.
You mean like when men be like, how men be talking about, like getting divorced and shit, like they don't want to get married and they'll be like I don't want to get married because I don't want to get divorced, or whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. If you I want to get married, I don't want to see right. That could be one, right? A healthy habit would be having the mindset of it working. If you go in anything with the mindset of failure, you already have the end in mind. You're going to fail most likely. But when you speak it out your mouth, when you say, you know what, it's going to work, then usually you have a good positive outcome.
Yeah, I agree with that. I know my wife. She's really big on that too. I'm more cynical, but I try to be more positive. But so I think that Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I was more when I was asking you like what are you helping people with? I was saying like more like what are what are what are your messages to people when it comes to like I guess like relationships and things of that nature. How to and how men deal with women and all that type of stuff.
My messages to them, well, with the men, I'm gonna start off there first. My messages to them is become what you're looking for. That's the first part. So do the self work first. So don't go out there try to rush into the dating field. Don't live a microwave lifestyle, or you're gonna get microwave results. Work on self, and it's gonna take time. It ain't 2 days, 3 days. You gotta do it not to get it perfect, but do it until you cannot get it wrong. Until you're able to meet somebody and you can tell from the first 10 minutes of their conversations if they bullshitting or not, and you can walk away and save yourself time to be with the person who you're supposed to be with. And for men, I would encourage them to stop wanting things. Like stop no, actually stop feeling like you deserve something. Stop feeling like you deserve to have a woman that's gonna cook and clean, or you deserve to have a woman that's gonna submit to you. No, all those things have to be earned. You have to become a man first and then a husband in order to receive a woman and then a wife. And it's not deserved, it's what you've earned. Like who you have become is what you deserve. So if you have become an ain't shit ass man, then you expect to get a ain't shit ass woman. You get what I'm saying? If you have become a man of integrity, good morals and values, things like that, then you expect yourself to get a woman of integrity, good morals and values, and things like that. So a woman just not gonna submit to you, bro. You got to prove yourself to be a man that's worthy of even following or submitting to. You get what and that don't just mean because you have money, you got a nice car, you got a house, you make six figures, you black, you 6 foot. That don't make you a man in my eyes. What makes a man is when you stand on business, principles, morals, and values. You're supportable, dependable. You know what I'm saying? And the people that gravitate towards or around you can vouch for you. That's when you're really a man.
What do you mean when you say become a man? Like what does that look like?
So becoming a man is being able to stand on business. Number one, behind you. Becoming a man is loving yourself. Then getting a woman is an extension of the love you have for yourself onto somebody else. So for instance, people are always saying about the cooking thing. That's big. If I fix a plate for myself when I was single, I fix a plate every day, right? It ain't hard. I get in the kitchen, I cook what I need to cook, and I eat.
Okay.
That's becoming a man. I can do it on my own. I can do all these things on my own. I stand on business behind me. I have a structure. Then meeting a woman, all I'm doing is doing the same thing. I'm fixing the same plate. All I'm doing is splitting that plate down the middle and giving it to my wife. How hard is that? So now I'm extending the love I have for myself onto somebody else. Now you become a husband because now you loving how to learn somebody else outside of yourself. But being a man, love yourself. That's pretty much it to me.
What do you think like men do you think men well you said something interesting. So you were talking about like getting a woman to submit. Are you what is the driver there? Why do you think men want women to submit, or why are are women supposed to submit to men?
I think women are supposed to submit to men who have proven themselves to be men. I don't think y'all should submit to people who haven't proven themselves to be in a worthy position. You know what I'm saying? So um I feel like that man has to prove himself. You get what I'm saying? Like, let him show you who he is. Not if he tells you, well, I'm gonna be this big person one day, and I'm gonna have all this money. That sounds good, nice and dandy, but what are you doing in reality to make that happen? So I can't submit. I mean, you can have hopes and dreams, but I wouldn't submit to a man who just doing a lot of talking. If he's doing a lot of show, then yeah, all right. Like, why not follow him? Especially if he's a man of God. If you serve God, if he serves a higher power and he's following in his ways, then I mean, might as well just follow him. You're already following the same people. Let him lead.
Do you believe that men should submit to other men?
No, no. I believe everybody need to be I mean, well, somebody got to be the follower. Somebody got to be the leader. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like you should lead in your own area. So, for instance, you may be good. Let's say you good with housework, right? If I'm not good at housework, I'm gonna have to submit to your leadership though, because it's like I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But in this area, you good. Now, in my expertise, maybe I'm good at, let's say, sports, right? You would submit to me. You would be like, hey, bro, like you could teach me how to play the game, bro, because you're real good at it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a leader in my own area. I don't completely follow every man. You know what I'm saying? I'll follow a man who's good at his craft in that area, but I won't completely follow a man's ways. No.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But in general though, you don't think men should submit to men on the strength, right? So I'm trying to understand, why should women submit to men? I'm confused. Why do you think that?
Why should women submit to me? I mean, if that's who you want to lead your household, then I mean, y'all gonna have to submit to each other. You get what I'm saying? Like that's just how love works. That's how relationships work. Like you're gonna submit. So the same way with men, you're gonna submit to your partner in the area that they're good at. So with my wife, right? My wife is more good with like when it comes to credit and things like that. My wife is great with credit. My wife know how to really build some credit. With me, I'm good at making money. I can show my wife how to go from $0 to $1,000. I can show her how to make nothing out of something. That's what we do. We make a way out of no way. But my wife know how to multiply that. My wife will take that money, put it somewhere, and make that credit go up. So I let her lead in that. I submit to her in that area. Babe, go ahead, do your thing. I'm gonna bring home this bag. Show me how it works, and I'm gonna listen to her. And that's how it works. Like, so I think you should submit to people who are good at, you know what I'm saying, what they do and who have proven themselves. My wife good in that area. I submit to her. I'm good in my area. She submit to me. So it's not really like women should submit to men. It's both ways for me. Y'all should both submit to each other if y'all are in a relationship.
So wouldn't a better word for that be cooperation and not submission?
Hey, however y'all want to put it, cooperation is a good word. The word, see, with words, I'm not really too much of a fan of like the words or whatever, because I feel like some words are triggering for other people. So whichever word y'all want to use, fine. But either way, like you said, there got to be some cooperation.
The reason why I asked is because when I asked you, should men submit to men, you said no instantly. Your reflex was no. So you understand that submission typically puts somebody at a disadvantage. That's why you reflexively said, nah, men shouldn't submit to men, right? But when it came to women, your reflex was, yeah, to the right man and and all that stuff. And then, but then when we elaborate further, it's like when you elaborated further, it's like, oh, but women should submit to. Men and women submit to one another. So, but that's not submission, though.
If we talk, because let me put it this way, because then I don't want. So, like, if a man and man go to, because I have no problem with that community, right? If a man and a man go together, right? If y'all two people who in a relationship, y'all should submit to each other. So if it's two men, somebody gonna have to lead, somebody gonna have to follow in whatever area they good in. So the reason why I was so quick in saying that men shouldn't submit to other men, because for me, I'm not trying to be in a relationship with another man. We just we cool, we homies, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a man. I lead in my own way. I have my own way of thinking. I don't follow man. You get what I'm saying? Like I have the person who I submit to and I follow, and that's God. I can't follow behind man because man will lead you astray. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, if you're in a relationship, if a woman serves God, right? If that's who you serve and your man serves him, y'all both serving the same person, then y'all should be able to submit to each other, because you could let your man lead because you know who he is following is the person that you serve. So y'all always gonna be equally yoked. Y'all on the same.
So why wouldn't she just follow God and both of y'all just follow God? Why does she need to
good?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She don't need to get secondhand. Like she don't need to she cut out the middleman. Just both of y'all follow God, and then there you go. But in the Bible, it says that it's God, man, woman, children, and everything below that. Do you?
Right.
Yeah, you believe in that?
I do. I believe in that.
Why?
I believe in it. It just worked for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's always just been working for me. I've seen it work for other people. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's say, for instance, even the Bible wasn't real. Mm-hmm. I could take bits and pieces and apply it to my life, and it works.
That's what most people who believe in the Bible do. They just take bits and pieces of it and apply it. Or most people who are Christian or would call themselves religious, they don't actually follow the letter of the law.
They don't.
They just
That's facts.
they just say, yeah, this is the piece I like, and then whatever.
That's facts.
So if you are saying that you believe in, well, you said that you've seen it work for you and you've seen it work for other people. Would you say you've seen more people in healthy relationships where women submitted to men than not? You think, you know what I'm saying? Like, so think of the healthiest relationship
Okay.
you could think of. Are you say you think in that relationship the woman is submitting to the man in the healthiest relationship?
I wouldn't say it's the healthiest. I see less healthy relationships, if you want to say that, with the woman submitted to the man, only because their foundation wasn't on God. That's why. It didn't have God as the foundation.
It doesn't matter though. Let's say the foundation. I'm saying in your best case scenario, but with this, then the woman is submitting to the man. Are those the healthiest relationships that you've seen?
No.
So wouldn't that kind of blow up that whole idea that God, man, woman, you know what I'm saying? Like that hierarchy, shouldn't it, you know what I'm saying? Even what you have observed, it seems like you know that doesn't really make sense. So why?
Right. Only because the people who they're submitting to, some people are not going to like this. The people who they submitting to are not actual men. These are boys. Like, let it marinate. It's neck bone juice. Let it marinate. No. Because the people that they're choosing, they're going after. So people are going after people with great statuses, right? They got a car, they got a house, they got a nice job. All that sounds good and it looks good to society. And of course, you're going to be provided for.
Who's doing that? Who's doing that? You just said you met your girl after you was in the back of a squad car.
Wait, that was years later. I met my girl.
I'm just saying though, like you ain't got like
that was years later. I met my woman after I self-reflected and took time to myself. But I'm saying like they're going after men who are successful, but it's success to say all be all in the relationship. You could meet a successful man with money, right? But then this man doesn't have good morals and values. He's not dependable. He's not supportive. He's not loyal. So you can meet a rich man, but this man could cheat on you all day. Is that the type of relationship that you want? So y'all not following men. Y'all following boys with money because remember, when you was a child, you spake as a child, you behaved as a child. You couldn't stay in one place. When you became a man, you put away childish things. So when you a man, you stand on business. If you tell a woman, babe, I'm gonna be loyal to you, I want to marry you, whatever, then nigga do that. If you cannot, then just leave. But you be following boys. These niggas don't stand on no morals, no values.
You think boys are? Who would you trust more? A little boy telling you something or a grown man?
A little boy. You know what? I would. Hey, but it depends on what I
just generally speaking.
Depends on what it is. Depends on what it is, because children are very truthful.
I know. I'm saying just generally speaking. If you had to look, you got some money. You gonna leave some money on the account, whatever it is, right? Just an honesty test. Who would you trust first, a man or a boy?
Man, I might trust a man.
You don't trust me? Okay, I trust the boy. I got boys. I trust my boys. I don't think when you say that these aren't men. Men typically do that as a way to distance themselves from those men. When in reality, we're all men. If that's the case, are there no bad men? So all men are good. And then if you're not a good man, then you are a boy in your mind, right? There's no bad men. There's just either boys and good men, right?
Mm-hmm. Nah, it's just, it's just boys and then there's man. It's just like if you have the mind, if you think like a child, you speak like a child, you a child in my eyes. I don't care how old you is. You feel me? And some people may not like that because they feel like I'm taking it's that word we was using earlier. I'm taking the accountability away. No, I'm not. I'm gonna still hold you accountable. But just know you got a boy-like mindset. And when you tell a man that, he gonna feel some type of way. But if y'all keep telling these men who ain't really men that they men, then they just gonna keep doing the things that they doing and not try to evolve. But when you tell them, look, you really acting like a boy today, like you really on some boyish behavior. You're not really acting like a man. Now he gonna tighten up and try to prove himself. He gonna try to be better. But if you keep telling him he a man, he not gonna progress because he don't think he doing nothing wrong.
So you mean that you would have to manipulate a man to becoming a man by shaming him and telling him that he's actually not.
I ain't trying to manipulate you. I'm calling you for what it is. Like when I used to do childish things, bro, my
Mm.
homies used to be like, "Hey, bro, like you tripping, bro, like you on some childish shit." Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Damn, bro, you know what? You right. Let me tighten up." You know what I'm saying? My dog wasn't trying to come at me no type of way. He wasn't trying to make me feel bad. He was telling me what it really is, though. You know what I'm saying? So I had to tighten up. And now I don't hear that come out nobody's mouth. When people surround themselves around me, like I know that's a man right there. He give off the energy. Even people around him be saying he a man. The way he love his wife, the way he love himself, the way he love others. That's a real man right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to deal with that. But other people do have to deal with that because they really not the men that they claim to be. Real talk.
Um, okay. The only thing I think where I'm getting confused is, so I want to argue. I don't think that. I think men are men and boys are boys, and I think that boys are more. I think boys are more genuine than men are. I think boys are sweeter and nicer and kinder and more empathetic than men are, and through the process of becoming a man, society beats that shit out of us, right? And we turn into the men that we are, right? So I think that is kind of disrespectful to boys to call them men. First and foremost. Secondly, if we have to draw the line somewhere because now we're getting into this area of like getting to this area of like, like if a 20 something year old, 30-year-old, whatever, if he's immature and he's still considered a boy and he's sleeping with a 40-year-old woman and is she sleeping with a boy? Is she committing, you know what I'm saying? Like, is she breaking the law? Like, no, she's sleeping with that's a grown ass man. You can be an immature man, you can be an underdeveloped man, but you are by all accounts a man. And it's really important for us to remember that because we are all men. You, me, the men you're describing, whatever, we're all men. There's just men that are men. We are on a spectrum, right? There are some men that are really good people. There are men that aren't really good people. But unfortunately, most men aren't good people. Most men don't stand on business, as you would say. Most men don't show up the way that they should for themselves or for their community or whatever, right? Like, or their women or whatever, their children. That's the reality. So I think it's important for us to tell men what they are. Like, there's no need in us like, trying to like demean them in that. Like I said, I don't think
See, right. But everybody got their own way of saying it. You gonna tell them, yo, you an immature man.
Yeah.
Big Love gonna tell them, bro, you a boy. Real talk. Because you acting like one. You sound like one. Look how you moving. Look how you can't stand on your word. You can't stand on 10 toes. A man, stand up niggas do not lean. We do not lean. So if you are in a relationship with a woman, you don't lean outside of your relationship. No, you stand up straight on that foundation that you made with that woman. So I'm gonna call you a litty boy because you can't stand up. You leaning right now.
I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't never been lied to more than by a grown ass man.
That's crazy. Hey, some people experiences are different than others.
I guarantee you ain't never been lied to more than by a grown ass man.
No, for me, I'm not gonna hold you. For my reality, it's been mostly women who lied to me. But what I can say is, it's very close.
How?
The men in my life, because I haven't had many men in my life. Because remember, I was already homeless 13. My mama stopped taking care of me. My mama was worried about going to fulfill her own dreams. So I was already homeless. So then my daddy, he wasn't never there. He was a liar. My mother was a liar. My mama used to steal from me. My daddy used to steal from me. So then when I was raised up by myself watching other people go through life. So both parties have always lied to me. But most of the time I've always been around, women. And when I do get around women, my mama, my sister, my aunties, women who I've dated always have lied. And even the dudes I have been friends with have always lied to me. So for me, it's kind of been a little even, you know what I'm saying? But I've always been in a relationship, so mostly women.
What about you? Do you not lie to them?
Have I lied before to some people? Yes.
I mean, not lied before to some people. Before you had your growth, were you not a liar?
Yeah, I was. Facts.
Exactly. Yeah, you was a manipulator. So I don't. That's the thing. It's like when you say the women were lying, like what did they have to lie to you about? About what?
What they
What
have
was
to
you
lie to
doing?
me? Okay, nah, I wasn't a manipulator. Let's get that straight, right? I have all right. It's a form of manipulation, right? But what you making it seem is like okay, I had a lot of getting a woman pants or something. I had to do
No,
no. It was never no none of that. It was never no none of that. I ain't have to portray myself to be this type to get a woman's attention or no nothing like that. You get what I'm saying? Like no, it was never nothing like that.
then why would
Like
you
if I
lie
fuck with
then?
you, I fuck with you. You get what I'm saying, huh?
I said, then what would you have to lie about then?
Something small, like okay. So for instance, like I always lied about my situation because I was already homeless from 13. You get what I'm saying? So learning how to come up in the world, I didn't want people to know what I was going through, so I wouldn't tell them about you know what I'm saying my situation because when you don't have money or you don't have a lot, people look at you like you a roach.
Yeah.
Versus when you get money, right? Not everybody want to be your friend, everybody want to be in your face, but when you going through something, nobody want to mess with you. But soon as you up, everybody want to be a part of your success. That ain't right. But
So,
so I used to just, you know,
so you were lying to the women about your situation. Then you were lying. You were manipulating them because you at least you believed had you told them what your circumstances were, you thought that they wouldn't have messed with you. So you did lie to them to get with them.
no. Because listen, I still had money though. You get what I'm saying? I didn't have a place to necessarily lay my head, but I always had money though. You get what I'm saying? Growing up with no credit, things like that, father, mama not there, not learning how to, you know, like get my own place and how to get credit and things like that. I had to learn it on my own, but I always had money though. So every time they came around me, things would get paid for them, whatever the case was. I just don't want you to know what I'm going through though. You get what I'm saying? But I could still take care. I can still make sure you straight, make sure you got gas in your car. I can come over, cook for you, whatever the case was. Nigga just didn't have a place to call his own. I'm the type of nigga, I don't like staying with folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to stay with you. I'm not trying to be all over in your place, your space. You get what I'm saying?
So what do you? So do you think that if
But
you
that's
were,
lying though. Facts. It's still wrong.
if
Either
you
way, because you taking away a person's choice when you do that. You get
yeah,
what I'm saying? You're taking away a choice whether they want to mess with you or not. So it was wrong no matter how many ways you put it, which is why I don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
but you
Not
just but that's what I was saying though. So you did take away their choice to make a sound decision.
I took away their choice.
You were manipulating them. That's literally
But
what you
trying to
did.
get them to fuck with me? No, that wasn't that. Not trying to get you to mess with me. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get you to see me instead of see my situation. You get what I'm saying? My situation don't determine who I am. At heart, I'm a good man. Good morals, good values. I'm dependable, supportive. But I have a situation. It's just like other people, like how they look at single mothers, right? I don't look down on single mothers. I never put them down, right? I encourage people to give them chances. It's some great single mothers out there. Just because of their situation, that don't make them. You get that's so that's why I see why some people don't. A lot of y'all don't want to bring y'all kids around and meet people and stuff like that. Or some people, I've had some women lie about the fact that they even have kids. Like, why you lying? Oh, because it'll turn you away from, you know what I'm saying, who I really am as a person because I got kids. And the first thing most people think about is baby daddy drama and things like that. But that don't mean just because she got a child that she gonna have some baby daddy drama. That don't mean that. So it wasn't me trying to get them to mess with me. It's just, yo, come get your own view of me versus seeing my situation. But if you don't, you know,
Wait. But that's literally what it was though, because you know that if you
if
were
you
told
want to take it that way,
no, that's not. But you, why
that
else would you lie though? That's what I'm saying. You were lying to them
Mhm.
because you knew if you would have told them up front, I don't have a house. Yeah, I got money, but I don't have nowhere to lay my head. In your mind, whether you because you took away the choice, so you don't know if they're to mess with you or not.
right.
But I'm saying, so let's say you thought if I tell all of these women if I'm 100% authentic with them, I will not be able to have access to them. You knew that. You thought it, you knew it. So you lied to them and you
See,
manipulated them.
but right, I lied to them. Manipulation, right, is when you're trying to win or gain an advantage over somebody. I didn't try to win or gain an advantage over them. I don't want to take advantage of these people because remember, I was still paying for them to go places and do things. I'm meeting them with energy. No, I'm not trying to manipulate you. That's different. That's wild work.
You wanted to have an advantage over them by denying them by omission. You denied them the opportunity
Whether to mess with me or not.
to properly assess you,
right?
So that you can gain access to their bodies or their company or whatever you wanted from them, and you got it. Yeah, that's what. Come on.
That's not See you.
You taking brother. You know that's what it is, man.
Hey, cuz,
This
like,
shit
I
is
be
so
fucking
crazy
with
that
you,
you
bro,
can't
because
even
you be like,
listen. Even
I
after
peep
you
you
done
your
argued.
words.
Hold
That's
up.
wild words.
Hold on. That's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. I want to do this because since we in here, we might as well. Hold on. What the fuck we doing?
That's funny.
Full screen mode.
Nah, they trying to say manipulation. Nah, I met my wife years later. I didn't even know who this woman was. She didn't know me. I had already got successful, started making 6 figures, working for the government, all that stuff. Got a car, crib. I came all the way cashed in when I met my wife. I was an honest man, loyal. Man, come on now. No, man, I've been met my wife later on down the line.
There you
Let's
go.
get into it.
Yep.
Shit, let's go. Right, but continue with what you were saying because you were saying something. You was asking me something like you was going to something though.
I'm saying,
Before you got into that.
I'm just saying that. Well, the reason why I'm asking the question, I'm just having a conversation with you. But like when I'm having a conversation, you were saying like, yeah, I healed up and I did all this work and all this stuff. And then when I'm talking to you about it though, you were like still in denial about the things that you did in the past. You're like, no, I wasn't manipulating them. It's like, no, you was. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's cool. That's cool. You say it.
But you weren't. That's what I'm saying. You acted
If
like.
you want to call it, that's what I'm saying. If you want to call it that,
But
cool.
that's what it was. Like you won't even accept it. That's what I'm saying. Like
no, I'm saying I'm accepting what you're saying. If that's what you're calling it, cool. I don't mind. I'm cool with it.
You think that? Hold on. You think that that's taking accountability when you say
Listen,
if that's what
listen,
you
I already did my accountability walk. I'm listening to you. If that's what you said, cool. I don't mind you saying that.
Did you take an accountability walk?
Bet, listen, I'm taking accountability. Like I already know it. And listen, I didn't already repent. See, I didn't already went to God. I didn't repent it for what I did, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't already admit it to it, and I didn't change my ways. That's true accountability. I ain't got to say nothing else about it. Like I already did my walk, which is why I got blessed. I'm good now. I don't whatever you want to call it. I know what I did. You wasn't there. I know what I did.
No, I mean, I could relate to you. That's what I'm saying. Like I could relate to you as a person that manipulated women and lied, and you know what I mean. Like I can relate to that part of it. I'll admit it too. Like yeah, I manipulated women, of course, to gain access to their bodies, their company.
No.
Whatever.
Never to get to listen. It was never about that for me because even at the age of 18, right, I always seen myself as a married man. You can even ask my mama this. And my mama like, man, I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, but she'll still tell you, yes, he always had the mindset of being married. That was always me coming out the gate. I held my virginity waiting to be with another person who held their virginity too. And when we got together, I thought we was going to be together forever. My plan was never to break up with this woman. Life happened though. You get what I'm saying? But I've never had to try to manipulate a woman to get their body ever. Never had to pretend to be this just to get in your. It was never about the smecks for me because I can wait. Smecks is cool, but what's the point of having good smecks with somebody if they're not gonna be around forever? Like it's more of the relationship for me than the smecks. I could care less. I even told my wife that. I say, babe, I put you on I put you on a 90-day plan. No smecks, no dates. You know what I'm saying? For 90 days, I don't care about your body. And if you want to wait till we get married, that's fine with me. I just want you to stick around. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be around.
My question is then, why lie then?
That was when I was younger. That was when I was like 19, 20, 21. Now I'm 28 years old. That was years ago. I don't have to lie about nothing. I stand on business.
No, I don't think you. That's what I'm saying. You married now, so why would you have to lie, right? But
I
don't have to. When you were doing it, of course you lied. Like, of course, what else were you lying for? You were lying for their company. I said whatever it was. You keep saying not for sex. That's fine, but you were lying to gain access to them.
You want to say that? You want to say that? I'm going what you. If you want to say that,
come on, bro. You gotta offer that shit, man.
That's what you want to call it. That's what you want to call it.
All right. That's what I see. That type of stuff for me. That is when, like, I remember having this conversation with my wife about like taking accountability for the things that I've done, right?
Right.
And one of the things that she would always tell me, like why she would always bring up stuff like from the past, she would always tell me like, it's because the language that I was using,
right,
it didn't send the signal that I actually understood or that I had taken accountability for anything. You know what I'm saying? It's like she was really like on that. She was like, yeah, you just, and I would, I just wasn't using the right language to, and And the reason why I wasn't using the right language was because I hadn't taken accountability for it. That's why. So I was still trying to hide in that and be like, nah, you know, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I messed up, but, or whatever it was. And it's like, I think that's where we're at. With listening to you, it seems like
I can't put a but in it, because if I put a but in it, that'll cancel out everything I said. I agree with you. You get what I'm saying? I can't put no but. It's just, yeah. If
you are, but you are putting a but in it though, because
that's what you're calling it. That's what it is. Okay,
that's the but.
I don't mind it.
That's the but, though. That's what I'm saying.
Me saying okay.
Yeah, that's the but. If that's what you want to call it, it's like, look,
okay.
If I ask you, are you sorry for something, and you say, or you ask me, I'm saying, let's flip it around. You're like, hey man, you sorry, you know, whatever, and I'm like, nah, man, you know, or you just trying to get me to see something, and I keep going like, I mean, that's how you see it. Are you ever going to feel like I actually do see what you're saying, or because basically you're being passive aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not taking accountability. It's like if that's how you see it, if that's how you see it,
it's crazy word. That's what you think.
Yeah, but
that's crazy word.
But it's not what I think though, because it don't matter what I think. It's what you think. Do you think? Do you understand? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand where the manipulation comes in. I understand where the lying comes in. But the fact you were saying trying to lie to get to a woman's body and all, to manipulate to get to a woman's body and all that, no, it's never that. It's never that.
Remove the body. You were manipulating her to gain access to her company, her presence, whatever.
Okay.
That's what I said. I said remove sleeping with her. Fine.
Okay.
Cool. But you was lying to her for a reason, because why would you lie to her? If you knew I can get everything that I want out of her without lying, why lie? That just make you more diabolical.
Because let's keep it a stack. What? Because I mean, it's many people in here in all panels on TikTok who can relate to this situation. Mm-hmm. When y'all be going through things, right? Do y'all actually be wanting to tell people up front who you messing with what all you going through? Don't nobody want to be real with you. Don't nobody want to hear all that shit. Don't nobody really care. You get what I'm saying? Like, and y'all be wanting people to get to know the real you instead of judging you on your situation. There's too many people out here of this generation that judge you by your situation. Just but like
that is the real. That's what I'm trying to tell you, brother. That's the real you. You being homeless was a part of you. That was a part of the
understandable. That's understandable, right? That's the real reality. My whole thing is people won't even get a chance to even get to know you if they feel like, you know what I'm saying, like if you homeless or you whatever the case is, right? Like they won't even get a chance to know you. Like they won't even be friends with you. We can take it as a friend. We got to take it to a relationship. Yeah. Niggas and females won't even be friends with you if you going through shit. Like they'll stop answering your calls slowly.
And don't you want that?
Around. You get what I'm saying? But that don't make you a bad person. That's just your situation. That's just life.
But wait.
You know what I'm saying? That make you a bad person, though.
So this is what I'm saying. Don't you want to know that a person actually genuinely likes you for you?
Yep, facts.
Okay.
I have that. Facts.
No, now I'm saying, but back then. So you want a person to know.
That's why I got those results, because anything started on a lie will end on a lie. I knew that I had lied, which is how it ended up ending on a lie. You get what I'm saying? Like either people cheated, either people, because even when I had it, even when I got up and got right, even when I had it, people were still doing that. So I had to figure out what it was. So even after I quit lying about that, even if I got myself right after so many years, whatever the case may be, now people still lying, people still cheating. What is the issue? It's now I'm too accessible. Now I'm being desperate. Now I'm going after people who I shouldn't be with. And then on top of that, I'm going against what I prayed for. If I prayed for a single woman with no kids or whatever the case may be, why am I going after anything other than that? Now I'm not making my lifestyle line up with what I'm asking for out of my mouth. So even after the line, people still gonna do that. But now it's just me. Now I'm just allowing y'all in, and I shouldn't be.
Do you think that? Because you said something interesting earlier. You said that women are chasing a certain type of man. What did you mean by that?
They chasing a certain, well, from what I'm hearing, right? Because I'll be out here in these TikTok streets. I'll be seeing y'all. I'll be on Instagram. I'll be on the Justin LeBoy page, all the big pages where people are putting their life out there, or I hear other panels, or even with clients and things like that. I keep hearing what y'all looking for, but too many of y'all are looking for the same thing. It's like no different. Y'all looking for, you know what I'm saying, what society, right? Men and women would say is a high value man, which is a man that has a big status, money, cars, house, probably no kids, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is, it ain't enough of them men to go around though. The world don't operate like that. You get what I'm saying? So y'all going after the same men. And then most of the people that's cheating is married people. Y'all, yeah, so y'all still going after people who are even married. Because even on this platform, let's keep it a beam. I done pulled up text messages and things of that. That's been in my DM. I showed y'all. These people don't care if I'm married or not. They just see that I'm FDA approved. So they want to be with me. Y'all going after the same people that are married. Y'all got to stop that. It's not enough of us to go around.
So you think most women are going after the same men?
Yeah, facts.
Okay. So, and you said that these men, there's not enough of those men to go around.
Not enough of them men to go around.
So, can you explain then how that makes sense when most people are in relationships?
Well, okay, see, so there's a lot of people that's in relationships, but a lot of people cheating too. There's more people cheating than more people that's being faithful.
But mostly men cheat though. So we talking about women right now.
No, women do cheat too.
I didn't say women don't cheat. I said mostly.
I wouldn't even say mostly. I would say it's about even.
It's not even
playing field.
It's not even.
But where you getting your statistics from?
Any study ever done on this?
Okay, see, and here's the thing, right, about it. Women will put up quick online when a man is cheating on them. They'll put it up online. They'll tell their friends, tell their family. When a woman cheats on a man not quick to go to social media or go to his friends and bash him. Be real with you, niggas don't even really be caring half of the time. They just be like, you know what? I'm gonna take it as an L and keep it pushing. But if men actually came out and start telling about how many people did them wrong, it'll be about even. Real talk.
Men,
real talk.
You know what's crazy about that? Men lie. Like, the thing that's funny about what you're saying is not only do men broadcast when they get cheated on, they also lie about women cheating all the time. They talk about how much women, even though they haven't been cheated on, I'm saying, they'll lie about how much women cheat. And I'm like, but you ain't never been cheated on though. And then, I think and a lot of people have this, they start having this conversation like this. So nobody is saying that, I think that women don't get caught as much when it comes to cheating. I agree with that, right? Like, that's right. Okay. Right. That does not mean that women and men cheat the same amount though. Because when we talk about cheating, when you look at any study done on this, any survey done on this, that's not how they judge it. They ask you and they ask me, have you cheated? They don't ask the partners, have you been cheated on? They ask you and they ask me, hey, have you cheated? Have you ever cheated on your spouse? Have you ever cheated? And then we admit to cheating or not cheating or whatever, right? And then they mark that down, and then that's how the study is done. If you are saying, if your evidence for this is, well, women don't get caught as much, that doesn't prove that women cheat as much as men. They don't. We could leave the studies behind. Logically speaking, right? Women, first and foremost, every single time they come in contact with a man, right, they are at risk. Okay, right? They are at risk. Like their life is in danger. Their personhood is in danger. Whatever it is, every single time a woman comes in contact with a man, she is at risk. That's why I laugh at the notion of like women, using men for dates and all that. I'm like, why would a woman risk her? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think men actually understand how dangerous men are to women, right? So, with that being said, the thing that we must remember is women are not quick to put themselves in danger. And I'm just speaking in general. I'm not saying there isn't.
Wait, hold on. Women are very quick to put themselves in danger. I could prove my point. I could prove it.
Okay.
I can prove it.
Go ahead.
Watch this. Right? So, I have this. I'm going to pull this up behind me. Yeah. I want you to see in your live how many objections you get to this right here. I have a 90-day plan. This ain't Steve Harvey. I never read his book. I could care less, right? No smecks, no dates for 90 days. That's my program. You got to date a person, mind, soul, and body, because the human body is broken down into 3 parts. What you're looking for in a man or a woman is you're looking for results. I could care if he make you his girlfriend. I could care if he move you in or he marry you. What good is a man if he cannot provide you with results? He cannot be loyal, consistent, good morals and values, dependable and supportive. But I guarantee you, majority of women in your life are not gonna like this, because even in my life, I'll pull this up. The first person, and I have witnesses in here, women and men, the first person to say, I can't go without no smacks for no 90 days. I'm not doing that. It'd be a woman, right? That means, right, you're too obsessible and you do not have any discipline. Why? I don't get it. If you don't want to, so if you don't want a man to use you for your body, whatever the case may be,
This is why.
Why is it so hard for you to go without smecks
But
for
this
just
is.
immediately 3 months?
But this
I'm in danger, right? I'll say no dates, right? They'll say, I'm not doing that. How can you get to know a person with no dates? My whole thing is, right? You can get to know a person even without going out on a date with them. My whole thing is, why are you so obsessible? Why is it that you want to constantly go out on dates with multiple men who you do not know, who are dangerous, right? You want them to come pick you up, spend money on you, take you to places, but you never thought in your mind that you opening up your house and yourself and being around these men, you never thought for once that maybe after this date he could just throw you in the back of a van and take you to Afghanistan. You never thought about that? But they don't care though.
Wait. This is why I talk about not validating men's feelings all the time, because unequivocally, you know what you're saying isn't true, right? Like, women are
I
not.
know what I'm saying is true.
It's not though. Like there are way more celibate women not by choice. I mean, by choice. There are way more celibate women by choice than there are celibate men by choice. There are men. Ask a man what his, and I hate love languages because they're stupid. But
I do.
Ask a man what his love language is. It's gonna be physical touch. Like, men are the ones out here saying that if a woman denies a man her body in a relationship, that she's abusing him. That, like, all these things. So you try to.
That's crazy work. That's crazy work.
Yeah, but that happens all the time. And
right.
and what I'm saying is it's crazy to me to try to flip with, like, what men have gotten in the habit of doing, from my observation, recently. Like, it might just be because I'm older and I'm able to clock this shit. What you are saying is 100% applicable to men, but you're trying to act like, oh no, women be the ones that can't wait 3 months and not have smecks. Like, are we, like, let's be fucking,
okay?
Let's be serious.
Okay,
like,
listen, I can't tell you that what you're saying. I can't tell you what you're saying is false.
That have been celibate for 7 years, 2 years.
Right.
Every single time we talk about celibacy, the chat lights up with like, oh yeah, ain't had a man in 10 years. My granny was celibate for 40 years.
Yo, a lot of people be lying about their celibacy. Let's take it even further, right?
But you can't.
I got my live on this side. Listen,
don't do that.
Listen. A couple of y'all pop in my live real quick. Watch this. Yo, audience, how many times have we been up on this live and we caught a woman lying about her body count or lying about her celibacy? It was a woman that came up here. I say, so how long you were celibate, right? She told us. I say, okay. I say, so what's your body count? She told us. I say, okay, cool. I say, so if your body count is around 3, 4, 5, right? Because that's usually what a person will say, 3, 4, 5, right? To make it sound good. Okay. So then, have you ever did oral? Like, did anybody ever, go down on you or you went down on them? Okay, yeah. Is that not considered a body? And they'll say, no, that's not considered a body. So then you subtracting bodies. So then you actually not being honest about your celibacy, because some of these people in their celibacy was still doing oral. That you can't know. You got to be accountable. That's a body. That's a body. Whether you like it or not, that's still smacks.
I'm not denying that. I agree, because it's oral, smacks is smacks. But once again, that's not common. Most women.
It's not common. What?
Yeah,
Are you kidding? Bro, listen, you gotta take a walk with me, man. You gotta take a walk with me down the lane. I will show you hundreds of thousands of, man. I got a man on my main page. I'll show you, bro. I got hundreds and thousands of people that will say this. We're talking about women and men. That's why I say it's about the same. We're talking about women. These people will lie about their body count. If you had a condom on, that's not a body. If the smecks wasn't good, that's not a body. If he was ugly, that's not a body. Because who gonna go and tell their friends I slept with an ugly nigga? during my celibacy or whatever the case is. No, that's not a body. I'm gonna subtract it. That's facts.
We making a lot.
Even men do that.
No, men lie about everything. Men lie about having sex.
True.
They say
I hear
men
that.
say, "Oh, I slept with her," and they didn't. Men say, "Oh, I slept with 100 women," because in society, the more men have, the more women men have access to, the more, the more it bolsters his society, his status in society,
Right.
right?
Okay. Right.
But I'm just saying that we know that women aren't having a problem with controlling their loins. It's not women that can't control their loins. I don't know. I do know. I'm sorry. I do know why men like to lie about like it going both ways, and women are cheat just as much as men or whatever. But I need for men to understand that that type of rhetoric is dangerous. Like, it's dangerous to women specifically. Like lying on women in that way literally could lead to real world violence against women. So I'm very careful when I talk about stuff like that. I make sure not to say things that I know categorically are false about women, like women cheat just as much as men when they don't. There's no study that says women cheat just as much as men. There's that you logically it doesn't make sense.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Okay, when you're saying cheating, right? I like this. I like where you're going with this. When you're saying cheating, though, right? Give me your definition of cheating. Like, what do you mean by cheating?
What other form? I mean, there's emotional cheating, there's physical cheating. Those are your two main forms of cheating.
Your main two. I'll give you a whole list. I give you a whole list. I give you. So then now ask your audience: have y'all done any of this in a relationship? And numbers gonna change. They're gonna be like, wait a minute, I did cheat actually. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, right? Here we go. So number one, meeting with someone without your partner knowing. That's a form of cheating. Complaining about your partner to another person of interest. That's cheating. Saying things like, if I wasn't in a relationship, I'll mess with you. That's cheating. Keeping in contact with your exes. A lot of motherfuckers be doing that, women and men. That's cheating. Trying to impress someone you have a crush on. Telling someone you're single when you know you ain't single. Telling someone, sending someone photos of yourself. That's cheating. Having secret friendships. Discussing your intimate desires with someone other than your partner. Giving your number out, knowing that you got somebody already. Intentionally making someone notice you in a romantic way, like doing a certain walk, little giggles, little taps on the shoulder, right? Turning to someone else for your emotional needs when your relationship is rocky. Paying special attention to a particular person, like at work and things like that, work husbands, work wives, right? Heart reacting, but this is this is both of them, women and men. Heart reacting or liking the opposite gender's pictures. You like what you see, and that's scientifically proven. There's two things. When you go to the picture, you're gonna like what you see, and then there might be something else that you like, but most of the time it's you like what you see. That's why you hearted that picture. And social media cheating is very big in the marital world. Real talk. People that's married and that's in relationships.
And mostly men cheat in in that way too. Mostly men double tap twerking pictures. Mostly men. You know what? I remember, and none of all those things fall in the category of emotional cheating, but I remember back when Instagram used to let you see what everybody was doing. They would like everything, right?
I remember that.
So you swipe right or whatever, you can see what everybody was doing. The amount of men, like of my friends, I used to see, like liking twerk videos and liking, and I used to be like, damn, that's fucking crazy. Like, that shit was crazy. And then I've had my own, like struggles with social media, like liking a female friend's picture. My wife being like, that's inappropriate. You know what I mean? I'm like, why is that inappropriate? And she had to walk me through it. Like, like in my mind, she was like, what does that mean? And then I'm like, you know what? You're right. You know what I'm saying? So it's typically men it's typically men that have a problem with cheating in general. Just in general, whether it be online, offline, it don't matter. Men have a problem with cheating because men are obsessed with sleeping with a bunch of people. Like that's our thing. We're obsessed with sleeping with a bunch of women. It doesn't work that way for women. That's what I've been saying. So logically, it doesn't make any sense for me to believe for 1 second that women are out here cheating as much as men. It just doesn't make any sense. How does it benefit them? They don't. It doesn't help them at all socially, physically. So women wait, and also so women aren't being satisfied sexually by any man in general. Like most men don't satisfy women sexually, so they're not getting their rocks off. Even if they sleep with a new
That's
nigga.
crazy work.
Even
That's crazy work because if they wasn't, then
not.
almost every woman would be with another woman. Then correct?
No, that's not true.
If men are not sexually if they're not good in bed as you saying, then every woman will be with a woman, but somebody must be pleasing them.
That's not true, sir. You're
oh man,
you think
know about that?
You're saying that because you're thinking about it from your aspect. You're saying from your perspective. You're saying as a man, if I'm not being sexually satisfied, why would I date a woman, right? But women don't think like that. They are conditioned to settle for men that don't sexually satisfy them. Socially, they are.
That's crazy work, right? I'll tell you why I think that's wrong. I asked a question. I said, ladies, I say, if a man is all of this, he's showing you all the results in life, but then you have sex with him and the sex is not that good, would you stay or would you leave? Majority of them said I would leave. I say why? Because I'm not about to teach a man how to have sex with me when I can go find another man that can do me right. I say, well, that don't really make sense. Like, so is sex that important to you? They said yes. I have to test drive it before I commit. I say that's crazy work. So before you even get to know this man for real, to know if he's really a true man, you just gonna give your body up. They said yes.
So I think that is not. Instead of you using like so you, I just want you to know this. So the studies say 75% of women have never. I think 75-80% of women have never experienced an orgasm. So I'm not using some story I heard from some random woman, right? I'm just speaking real life facts.
Okay.
And most men, if women weren't lying to us, if most men weren't getting lied to by the women, we would know how unsatisfied women were in the bed. When was the last time? And I'm sure I'm setting myself up because I'm sure you're going to say, I just asked her last night because niggas love to lie about this. But when was the last time you asked your woman, when you had sex with her, did you get yours? Are you satisfied? And if you ask your wife, fine. How many women did you ask? How many times did you, when you slept with women, did you ask them, oh, did you got yours?
Wait, are you asking me?
I mean, if you want to answer.
Me? That's just me. I'm Pleasure P. Listen. If when I'm with a woman, bro, listen, I can't even get, and excuse my language, I can't even get solid if I haven't pleased my woman first. That's just the man I've always been. I grew up around women. I had a mama and a sister. So all I know is how to, you know what I'm saying, cater to a woman. That's all I know about. So I'm not worried about mine. You gotta get yours off before I even get my first one off. You gotta at least do it 2 times before I'm even ready to even get in you. I'm not about to like my satisfaction. What good is it if I'm only getting satisfied? And I always thought men was weird in that way. I say this is why y'all niggas is never satisfied. Because number one, you always trying to satisfy yourself. But you're not trying to satisfy the other person, huh?
You're acknowledging that men don't satisfy women. You just said you always thought niggas was weird about that.
Yeah, I said niggas. I didn't say every nigga on the planet. Every nigga on the planet. Now, don't quote me wrong. Not every nigga on the planet, but there are men
I didn't say every nigga.
Or from what women tell me, they be like, yo, like some men will try to just, get theirs off instead of mine. Now, I can't say every woman because I ain't speak to every woman on this damn planet.
But we're not having conversations about every woman. I said most women aren't being sexually satisfied. My point when saying that was, why are women in such a rush to cheat on their man with another nigga just to have that nigga not satisfy her? That don't make no sense.
But my whole thing is, if like, why would they tell me that they gotta go to another man to get satisfied? Because listen, let's keep it a bean, right? It's a lot of women on both our panels. Majority of my followers, 90%. I know majority of your followers, probably 100 to 90%. My whole thing is, it's a lot of women in here that can say they got that one ex that's really gonna hit that spot, and they still keep in contact with that nigga. Why? So it is a lot of men out here that's pleasing them. That's why they be cheating on their man, because I got another nigga who can satisfy me. That's why he's saved under the eggplant emoji.
Listen to what you're saying. Listen to what you're saying.
Let that marinate though. It's niggas out here that's satisfying these.
Hold on. We're gonna let it marinate. We're gonna let it marinate.
Yeah.
You just say you keep. I don't think you. You just said that she got one nigga in her phone that satisfies her.
Yeah, at least one nigga. I'm saying at least one though. But what I'm saying is, listen, you at least got that one ex. If you're in a relationship, you got that one ex. But then if you got that one ex, it's a lot that got two exes, or they got a sneaky link, or they got another. Like, y'all keep these women are getting satisfied by somebody. You get what they getting satisfied, or they wouldn't stay. They wouldn't stay because from my results. When I asked them, would you stay with a man who does not sexually please you? They said no. So that means that the men they are with are sexually pleasing them.
I don't ask women stuff like that when the studies say, when there are studies done on this. I don't need to ask women personally, would you stay? Because I don't know. I don't know if they would answer it truthfully or whatever. And, it's whatever. But if 75, 80% of women aren't being satisfied sexually, but the vast majority of women are with men and have been with men, that proves to me that they actually will stay. Most women aren't being satisfied sexually, and they are in relationships. That's just reality. There's no need in us, like, we don't got to go back and forth and try to, like, figure it out. It's already.
Wait. So then that also proves my other point. Then, if you're saying that, right? Let's go with what you're saying. If 75% of men are not, if the men that they're with are not pleasing them, then that means about 75% of women are cheating them because they got to get their rocks off. They got to be satisfied. It's either the other. You're not finna have this woman that, okay, this man is just taking care of me, but he not sexually pleasing me. I'm about to get ready to spend the rest of my life with him. Most women ain't going for that. They like, no, I'm not finna stay with a man who cannot sexually please me.
So you just projecting somebody else. You're just projecting.
I'm only doing what you're doing. No, that must mean that these women are cheating on their man then. But I know
you're not though.
I know there's a lot of people who ain't cheating. I know people who is. So I ain't gonna be disingenuous like that.
But you're not understanding, you're not acknowledging the psychology of women, right? You're just saying, you're looking through the lens of a man, through the male gaze. You're like, look, if as a man, I always get mine. Right? Men, 90%, 99% satisfaction, right? Women, 25%.
I don't know. Did y'all ask me?
So the study says, by the way, the study doesn't say 75% of women aren't satisfied. It says 75% of women have never experienced an orgasm, which that's what I'm saying. So if what you're saying is true, then it wouldn't be 75% because it would, if they're all cheating and getting theirs, then the numbers would be higher. That's my point. So it doesn't prove that.
We gotta look about who these people be talking about. Most of the time, bro, they damn sure don't be talking about the black community all the way.
They talk about black people, white people, Asian people.
They do, but most of the time it be based on the average white man. Facts.
If you did this study,
they don't be doing this, bro. Let's talk about it, bro. And then if you want to say that, bro, majority of people are with a black man. So if you want to say that a black man is not satisfying you in the bed, that's crazy work. Then why you with that man though? For what reason? That's what I want to know. If a man is not pleasing you in the bed or whatever the case is, then what other reason are you there for? Is it because he's providing? Is it because you actually love him? Whatever the case may be. Because
women actually like us. I know it's crazy, right? But once again, you're thinking like a man. You're thinking, well, if it was me,
I know women like us. Let's keep it a stack. I know that, but I'm going off what you're saying. But I know what you're saying ain't true.
No, everything I'm saying is verifiable.
That's cow. That's cow. What are we talking about? It's cow.
I don't know if you've been paying attention. You keep saying, I heard this from some random person, and I keep saying the studies say this. So one of us not.
No. Listen. These ain't random people. Remember, my panel right here in the fine print, real problems, real solution with real people. These are people I meet in the real world every day. Will hop on here, put their face on when I walk out in public. Like,
that's not what I meant by random.
Even my screenshots, bro.
You're not conducting a scientific
even my screenshots. These are real people. You can go research and look up who got kids, real homes. When they be putting their thoughts and feelings out on this shit, a lot of this shit be real. Women vits in the internet, so that shit be real, bro. Like this ain't no facade. This ain't fake. This is real life. So you can say your statistics, but are you actually going out there writing down these people's names and doing the work and telling them, all right, did you cheat? Did you not cheat? Are you being satisfied? If you don't go do it, I can't just believe what the white folks be putting on the internet. I can't believe them. I
Yeah,
can't. They put
but
a lot of lies on the
I
internet.
don't need to use. I can use anecdotal. If I use my anecdotal experiences, they support what I'm saying because I have the discussions with people who actually know the studies and you know what I'm saying. Like most of my followers are like highly educated. I would say right. Most of them like are super educated.
Same.
And they and they. I think they most of them are just like in different places in their lives than a lot of people online, I would say, from my experience. But I try not to use my own if I don't have to. I can talk about me. You know what I'm saying? I can talk about my experiences as a person. You can talk about your experience as a person. And that's fair and that's fine. What I'm saying is when we're talking about issues such as like the satisfaction of women in our society,
right?
It's important for me and you not to use random screenshots from people to paint this picture. I think it's okay. I think it's okay if there's data out there that exists. I think it's okay to go to the data and look it up. That's what I'm saying. And for me, what I'm saying is saying that women are cheating on men because they're not satisfied, and then you ask the question, why are you? If it basically what you're saying, if it was me, I wouldn't be able to do it. I would go and cheat. If I'm not being sexually satisfied, I'm gonna go and cheat. That's what you're saying. I'm saying don't project that onto women, right? Because women don't view men the way that men view women, which is a huge part of what I talk about. Men view women like objects. We view them as slaves. We view them as things to be controlled and had and captured and dominated. So yeah, you're gonna run into a bunch of men who feel like I can have my wife at home and I can have the assigned woman in the world because she's not even a human being to me. She's an appliance. She's property. She's not a person.
I agree with you on that.
A woman sees us as human beings.
You agreeing right there.
So they don't. So women are way less likely to go out and do something that they know would hurt you as a man because they see you as a person. But when you flip that around, men don't see women as people. So we don't care.
Women and men, right? They stop. I will agree. There was a point in time where women and men seeing each other as people. In 2024, however, they don't. And what I will say is that men, what you said about men on that point is true. But see, then you also have to add in the accountability. A man can only value a woman as much as she values herself. So for instance, when you went there and said that, when you said, I want to quote you wrong, you had said that women, it was basically like, remember I said about the being too obsessible, and you said that men are dangerous, and you said that women don't put themselves in situations like with danger, right? They don't put themselves in dangerous situations, right? For instance, if a man walked up to a woman and said, "Hey, I want to take you out on a date sometimes," right? And she's going to reply and say, "No, I'm self-reflecting right now. I'm not really looking to date," or whatever the case may be. The man will go and he will test her boundary. He will test if she's going to stand on business. And he will then say, "Well, can we just be friends?" And then she'll be like, "Okay, sure. You can have my number," right? Right then and there, bow. That man stopped valuing you. Why did he stop valuing you? Because you expect this man to respect your boundary, but you came out of your mouth and said, "I'm self-reflecting," which is the process of being by yourself in the mirror, reflecting on your wrongs, not letting anybody in. But then you go and tell him, "I'll let you in as a friend." You didn't respect your own boundaries. So why is that man going to respect you? He not. So they be putting themselves in dangerous situations like that. Respect your boundaries. If you know you self-reflecting, tell that nigga, "Hey, no, I don't want no friends, no companions. I don't want no kissing cousins, no none of that. Like, I'm good. Walk away, have a nice day." He gotta value you.
But most women not, and exactly. Okay, cool. There's women that do that, but most women aren't doing that. And also, let's get to the part where you just said that the man approaches the woman. She says no. What should you do?
Walk away. Walk the fuck away.
No means no, right?
You're told.
So why do men keep going?
Why do men keep going? Because they have put in society. I don't know who said this, man or woman, but in society, persistence is the key. So if you don't succeed, try again. If it don't work that time, maybe try again. Now, for me, I don't suggest you shouldn't. If a woman, see, the thing is, here's how you know if they real men or not. Ladies, I want y'all to test yourselves on this. The next time a man walk up to you and he asks you for your number, be like, no thanks. I'm in a self-reflection process, right? I guarantee you a lot of these men will say, oh, well, can we at least be friends? But that's how you know he really ain't a man and he never went through self-reflection.
But why
Because
you
a man
giving?
who went through self-reflection will be like, all right, she's in her self-reflection mode. I know that's the process of being by yourself because you're trying to get a word from God. So I'm not even gonna mess with you, man.
But
Have a
why?
good day.
But why you
That's
giving
how you
me?
can separate the men from the.
But that's but honestly, this is what's crazy to me. This is I like that you said that because this is why like I don't give women advice, right? Like unless they ask me directly, but I don't offer advice to women as a group because what you just said to me sounds like if they listen to you, they could put themselves in harm's way. Like why? Like you don't know how women. You're not a woman. I'm not a woman. I don't know
Right.
what it's like to be
Right.
harassed by a man. I've been hit on by a man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's different, but I've never been harassed by a man. I don't know what that shit feels like. So you telling a woman what to say when a man approaches her, when women are being fucking stabbed, pew pew, and all types of other shit for denying a man in any capacity sounds wild to me. Like, why would you
Right.
offer them that advice?
Right. I'm
I
gonna offer
don't
them.
get.
Listen. I'm gonna give them that advice because we have a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, black men don't support black women
We
and
don't.
don't defend
We
black
don't.
women." Right. But
We
let this
don't.
marinate. Right. When you look up the word defend, a way to defend is by offering somebody advice. So I can't listen. I can't predict what's gonna happen to you, but I can offer you some advice on what to say or maybe how to get yourself out of harm's way.
What's the best
But
type of advice?
it's not 100%, but it's a
What's
good percentage though, but it's not 100% though. But I can offer you some advice. That's a way to defend a woman. So it's either I keep my mouth closed or either I say something.
What's
What
the
y'all
worst?
want me to do?
What's the worst type of advice to give a person?
The worst type of advice to give a person?
Super
I
easy.
would say the worst type of advice to give a person is I would say the law eligible to recommend shit because
It got restricted. It just got restricted.
it told me to disconnect with you. I don't know how you want to do this.
Oh,
I ain't trying to
for
get
real?
it.
It told me it got whatever, but yeah, it got restricted. I don't know I don't know what I said, but I guess I said something. But yeah, you can disconnect. I don't want to. Yeah,
I ain't trying to get flagged.
yeah, I
We gonna
got
come
you.
back.
That's
We
fair.
gonna come back.
I don't know what that was about. That shit crazy. Oh, I said stabbed. Yeah. Okay. I tried to figure out another way to say it. Yeah, BBG, you're right. I tried to like figure out another way to say it, and I couldn't fucking figure it out. Oh man, poked. Yeah, that was interesting. Interesting. Start the ratch. I did say it again. Damn, I didn't get flagged though. It just said we got restricted. That's what it said. I didn't get flagged, so I ain't tripping. I mean, it didn't give me a warning or anything. It just said it got restricted. So it wasn't like I don't know, whatever. I always get restricted though. Nah, man, that was good. I need to talk to him more. I'm trying to do some videos with him. I think that's gonna be interesting. Hey, he didn't even have that many people over there. They was dropping bags on it. I said, that's what's up. I like that. I love y'all anyway. I don't give a fuck. Whatever y'all did, I like it. Got us up in the rankings and everything. Look at that. Look at God. He's a perfect example. Can you tell him to stop cosplaying LL Cool J now? The licking of the lips was annoying. But that man, he got ADHD. He was doing what he needed to do. He's I liked it. It was entertaining to me. He was getting into it. It's about to get deeper. But yeah, I'm officially about to end it for real, man. I appreciate y'all. That was fun. I'm glad we did that. I'm glad I stuck around. Yeah, he did. But he got a 90-day plan for y'all if y'all want to go get it. Y'all go hit him up, man. He got the 90-day plan for y'all. I love it. Yep. Y'all good? Okay. I respect that. I know he's talking. Yeah. Ali said I was smashing my woman. Oh man. Huh? Who has good views? I
Oh,
think.
not you added me.
What was that? I don't. What are you talking about?
I don't like how they coming for him. Like, just because y'all don't agree with his views, don't mean y'all gotta like actually insult the guy. He's actually pretty cool. I don't agree with everything he said, but I can't refute the facts that some of the stuff he's talking about is true.
What
Hey,
facts?
I listen. I'll be a pick me. Okay, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I will be a pick me because at least I got picked. You bitches is still stuck in the lobby. Okay.
Interesting. But what facts did you hear? Curious.
uh, she ain't here, girl. I've been following you longer than I follow Big Love, and I mean, y'all both have different views and opinions, but y'all both have facts. Like,
I just want to know what facts did you hear? Because maybe I missed something. That's what I'm saying. Like, what facts did you hear? Because you're a woman, so I'm asking you because That's what I'm asking you for. Like, so what facts did you hear him? Did you hear him articulate?
I'm gonna have to agree with women. I won't say we cheat more, but we do be cheating and we don't get caught. And you said that yourself, you did, and I agree.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
not
not what he
just
said, though. That's what I said. He said women cheat more or just as much. You agree with that?
yeah, I most definitely agree with just as much.
You think
Not
women cheat just as much based on
I
what?
do, based on being a woman
I know. I
and
mean, I know you're a woman.
being around other women. Like all women aren't the same. We all have different stories. Me and my friends, we don't act the same. I don't do half the stuff my friends do, but that's their business. I don't care.
So could
Me
it be that you be
personally,
around a bunch of cheaters and you think that most women cheat because you be around a bunch of cheaters?
I don't. Not a bunch, but okay. Put it in perspective. Me, I got 4 friends. Out of counting myself, that's 5. That's a group of girls of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the 5, 2 of us don't cheat.
Yeah.
That's 3.
Mm-hmm.
3 girls that cheat. Now
40%.
let's
Mm-hmm.
okay, you feel me? Now that's
Yep.
one friend group, one very small friend group. Let's
Yep.
go broad around the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's 40% for how many friend groups?
You think that your friend group is reflective of every friend group around the world?
No, not every, but a vast
Most?
majority.
Think the vast majority. Okay.
Yes.
So how many men do you know?
How many men?
Hmm?
A few. I have some coworkers. I have brothers.
Yeah. You know a good amount of men. And out of the men that you know, what percentage of them do you think cheat or no cheat, have cheated?
Out of the using the same scenario, a group of 5.
Hmm.
I'll say 2. 2.
2 haven't cheated and 3 have?
Yeah.
Okay. I can believe that. I do think that about 50% of men cheat, maybe more, 50, 60% of men cheat. I agree with that. I don't see any evidence for 60% of women being cheaters. I don't know. There's no study that says that. Logic doesn't tell me that. And I've seen the same thing you saw before. I promise you. When I met my wife, she was the one that told me that women, like, I used to think, like, I was like, women don't cheat. What are you talking about? Like, and my wife was like,
Oh, so you're married?
yeah, I'm married. Yeah. My wife was like, nah, like, nah, women be cheating. And then she like pointed out this friend group that she knew of. Same thing. It was like 5 of them and like 4 of them had cheated. And I was like, you know what? I did not think though. Even when I saw that, I did not go in my brain, oh shit, every woman cheats. Or 80% of women cheat, even though out of that cohort, out of that friend group, 4 or 5 of them, 4 out of 5 of them did cheat. My mind didn't think that. It just made me think women actually cheated more than I thought. Because I really was thinking like almost no women cheat at the time. Fast forward, you know what I'm saying? After that, I was like, okay, so women do cheat. Like, you know what I mean? But I would never, ever, ever think that most women cheat based on a sample size such as 5 people. Like that just doesn't make sense logically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's not scientific enough for me. That's what I'm saying. So, and I
as just like zodiac signs, everybody want to carry themselves on a general basis compared to that sign. All Libras are almost the same, not exactly, but almost, because they're all Libras. It's the same philosophy, and y'all could say birds of a feather. That's fine, but I know what I've done and what I haven't done, and I don't understand why you would think women wouldn't cheat. What about
didn't say
cheating?
that.
You
I didn't say
said
don't
until
think
your
women
wife
cheated.
told you that women cheated, you didn't know. You didn't think that women
I didn't
cheated.
think they cheated as much as I didn't think. I thought if I could put it in percentages, I thought like 2% of women cheated, 3% of women cheated. You know what I'm saying? I thought the numbers were
Why?
really low, right? And then after that, I didn't think 50% of women cheated or most women cheated. I just thought more women cheated. I was like, oh, okay, so more women do cheat. But I never ever in my life thought that men and women cheat anywhere near the same clip. Like listening to how men talk about women and how we talk about, like, I've never heard a woman say that the only thing better than, sleeping with a woman is sleeping with a new woman. I've never heard a woman say the equivalent of that. Like, the only thing better than dick is a new dick. Like, I've never heard a woman say shit like
You've
that.
never heard a woman say the best way to get over old dick is to get up under new dick. You've never heard a woman say that before.
Old
That's
dick
insane.
implies that, but that's not cheating, man. If the old dick is old and it's gone now, and now you sleep with a new person, that's not cheating.
Is it really gone now?
I mean, in that, when people say that, they're saying, I just got out of a relationship that I need to get over, and then they go sleep with a new man. So it's not cheating. That's what I'm saying. I've never heard somebody use that in the context of a relationship or cheating or whatever. It's never happened. That's not how it's used. So no, I've never heard a woman say, women, do women and men view each other the same way?
No, we're not the same.
We're not the same, right? So women don't do
Y'all,
men
I'm not driving. The baby was asleep in the car. Sorry, I'm reading y'all comments.
don't read the comments, man. I'm talking to you. I think
Why?
it's
They
rude.
my audience. I gotta keep them
No,
entertained.
I'm your audience because I'm talking to you.
You the other half of the conversation. We
No.
conversing.
I'm your audience. I'm listening to you. I'm the person actively having a conversation with you. That's rude, right? Like imagine we wasn't online and we were talking and you just like would randomly just be like, hey, what? I'll be like, what? So I'm talking to you. I think it's rude to engage with other people while you're having a conversation, right? So what I'm trying to find out do women objectify men the same way that at the same rate that men objectify women?
Same rate?
Hmm?
Yes.
Yes.
Same. But I don't know if the thought process is the same. But yeah, the same rate. Yeah, we look at y'all like well, I can't speak for all women. You're right. I can't.
No, I'm not even
But
saying all. Just generally speaking, do you think that most women see men as objects?
yeah, they see them as wallets.
Most women see men as wallets. Based on
Yep.
what?
I mean, is that not how we were, quote unquote, supposed to be raised? You go to school, find a good man so he can provide a good lifestyle for you.
Is that how you were raised?
Mm. My mom not from this country.
That ain't the question I asked, but is that how you were raised?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. My wife wasn't raised like that, but I don't know. I do think that there was a period in time when women were raised like that. I don't think most women are raised like that now.
No, not today, because today is all about women power. Women are independent. Women can do what they want. Then that's why they cheat, because women can do what they want. Women can have who they want, be with who they want, whenever they want. They don't gotta depend on no man, so they could go cheat on the man because he not the head of the household. They don't care if he leave or stay. We going in the house, girlfriend. Let's go. They
That's
don't care. It's like no dependability. We don't need a man, so we could have any man.
interesting take.
All about instant gratification, and everybody is accessible now. E- Everybody is at our fingertips. Hold on, I'm sorry.
You good?
Ma, come get this girl. She don't want to come in.
Oh man, very interesting. Very very interesting text going on here. I love it. Oh man. Oh hell yeah. All right, y'all.
Okay. My apologies. The child is situated.
You good? I know the ladies do. Trust me, I know babies.
Yeah, daily dose of birth control.
So you said, are you married?
No.
Oh, but you said you got chose.
Yeah.
You don't want to get married?
Uh, I don't mind not getting married because it's just a piece of paper. I do want the actual guts that goes with marriage. Like, I want to spend my life with one person, build a life with them,
Okay.
but I don't have to sign no piece of paper to let the government know all my business. I'm
I
okay.
agree with that. I was just asking because I didn't know about, because the pick me line kind of threw me off because you was like,
Oh,
I got chose or I got picked. And I was just like,
I just say that to troll because girls be like, "Oh, she'll pick me," because I have a different philosophy or my opinions are different. And even so, why is being picked bad? Like, everybody wants to be picked.
that's not true. But so you don't know what a pick me, you don't know what they mean when they say pick me?
They mean like,
You don't know why being a pick me is problematic. That's what I'm asking you.
no, I don't. Shouldn't we have difference of opinions? Ain't that how we start conversations?
Um, having a difference of having a difference of an opinion is fine, but if your point of view is problematic and harmful to a whole group of people, then no, then we shouldn't respect your difference of opinion, right? That's like wouldn't that be weird if like a racist white person was up here and was saying what I can't have a difference of opinion of black people and be like no you can't be saying no racist shit about me.
Okay, what did I say that was along the lines of offensive that would make me a pick me? Because I agree with both parties. I
You can't.
just, why
You
I
can't.
can't?
It's impossible. You can't agree with both parties. That doesn't make sense. Because one party is lying and the other party isn't. One party is you know one party is telling the truth and one party is not.
So because you go based off statistics, which is other people's stories, just a little more specific, and he's going off his own statistics that he's taken from
There
real
is
life audience,
those are
it makes a
statistics.
difference. It's his own curated statistics.
It's not though. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work like that. Do you know why studies how you understand like how studies are done, like the methodology of a study, the how they conducted it, like all that matters. Like so, if you wanted to do a study on on any topic. I don't know, whatever. I can't think of anything right now. On violence or yeah, let's say violence or drug use, smug use. Sorry, rate of smug use. Cool. If you went to if you polled a bunch of people that were in recovery for smugs, if you just polled people that were in recovery for smugs, do you think that test would accurately reflect society? Because are most people recovering from smugs? No.
No.
Right? Okay, cool. So him saying, yeah, well, these are the people that I talk to, of course, because that's his audience. I know how the algorithm works, and I know how the algorithm works, and I know my audience. Our audiences are not the same. The women that are in my audience are different than the women that are in his audience for the most part, and the women and the men that are in my audience are different than the men that are in his audience. See what I'm saying? Like we have different messages, we have different styles, we're different people. You can follow both of us, but it's not much crossover between he and I, right?
No,
So
it's not.
I'm saying that just because he's saying same way that I just talked about you with your 5 friends or your 4 friends, your 4 friends don't reflect the world. That is too small of a sample size. That's all I'm saying. His small group of people who he's talking to does not reflect most women, right? Like it's different if you read a study and then you go out and ask a bunch of women that what the like whatever. Like here's what I'm saying. The studies say that women cheat less than men. So you go, okay, women cheat less than men. And then you go out and ask 50 women, have they ever cheated? And you ask 50 men, have they ever cheated? Right? Whatever you find from that, if it doesn't align with the study, then you would have to think why. You would have to think what factors, what variables existed within my study that didn't exist in this study, right? Like, could it be the people that I'm talking to? Did I only talk to black people? Did I only what were the age of the people that I spoke to? Were they between the ages of 18 and 25, or were they between the ages of 27 and 38, or were they like all of these things matter? What were their socioeconomic status? Well, you're not getting all of that when you poll people from your lives. Because when I look up the demographic of people in my lives, the vast majority of them fall within like this, like between the ages of 25 and 45, and it's 75% female, and you know what I mean, or whatever. Like that's how it. So why would I poll? Why would I think that my that the people that are in my life reflect society writ large? It just doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. So it's not a matter of we have a difference of opinion, because what I'm saying is not actually my opinion a lot of times. I may add context, but I'm not really giving you my opinion all the time.
Okay, but who are the people that the studies are being conducted on? Is
Exactly. You go look up the study. They control. They tell you. They tell you the amount of people. They tell you the age group. They break it down. That's what I'm saying. That's all in that data. He's not telling you that. He doesn't know the age. He's not control. He don't care. He's just randomly asking people. He's
that's what
just
I
DMing
said.
people.
It's his own statistics without the
Those
vast
aren't
amount of details.
those
It's
aren't
his
stats.
own curated stats. He
Those
made
aren't
them up.
stats though.
He
That's
did
what
that.
I'm saying. Those wouldn't constitute as stats in this case. They're not comparable, right? Like that's unfair to compare that. It just doesn't. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. And trying, like, if it's that easy just to negate whole studies, like nothing is real. There's no objective truth in society. There's no reality now, right? Because, well, 5 women said da 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 da, so it must mean that all of the data that
I
says the
didn't say
opposite,
all.
huh?
I didn't say all. I gave a quick scenario, very vague. I like
I didn't say
Mr.
all
Big
either.
Love. I didn't say like most women. I gave my opinion. I do think that people lie, even in these statistics that you are reporting off of. I do believe that
They
people lie.
control for that though, man.
I get that. And now if Big Love did go, Mr. Big Love went and curated his studies into a more detailed and populated manner, like, we got a little bit of this, a little bit. Okay, yeah, but that don't exactly make him wrong. Like, he
In
just don't.
100, it does make him wrong, and he's still wrong because statistically he's wrong. Like,
But
who's to say why it? What I'm saying is if that is the case, then I don't need to study either. I can just tell you I heard from a birdie, da 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 da, and then it's true. Like, what the hell are we talking about?
I heard from a birdie, but he's conducting a study. Like,
He's
in my
not.
in my science class, when we go and we have to start our thesis and do our own studies, how is that not research to support the thesis, to support the statistics that you could look up on on a Google that could be edited, or any website that could be edited?
But
Like
they
that.
don't let you. That's what I'm saying. When you do that in class, you have to cite your sources, and they have to be reputable sources. They don't allow you just to tell them, well, I asked 5 people and they told me this. That's not how you do it. You have an argument, and then you go look up sources. You literally, college teaches you the opposite of what you're saying. Mr. Big Love is doing. Just FYI, college teaches you how to vet information, how to cite how to source proper sources, right? How to find proper sources. That's literally what they do, right?
That's not all they teach you, though.
I
They
didn't say
teach you how
all.
to use those tools to take the things you curate yourself, the things you go out and learn and survey yourself. You use those same tools to help you what you're trying to do to
That's
make.
not what they do, though.
I
That's not
literally
what.
just did it this summer. Like,
Okay,
I
what
did.
did you do? How did the study
I
work?
I
How did
went and I had to go ask random people what they knew about space.
Mhm.
Then I had to go on a website with people who actually knew and whose job it was to tell me about space
Mhm.
and prove either them right or the uneducated people either right or wrong.
But that wouldn't. But your study wouldn't. That was for the sake of that paper. But that's they. They wouldn't. Your professor would never say, "Well, you asked 100 people and 85% of them didn't know what the fuck they were talking about." I conclude from that, I'm going to say that is going to reflect the majority of society as well.
How is that not the same as the survey? I'm gonna go and ask 1,000 people, 500 this, 500 that, five.
It can be, but then what else happens after that for it to actually be a reputable source? What happens after that?
You gonna tell me?
It's peer reviewed. So it has this. So other people look at your work and they essentially try to tear it apart. And if it could stand up to the test, if it could stand up to that test, then people will say, okay, that must be true. That is why they say peer reviewed studies only, right? That's my point. So his shit isn't peer reviewed.
You wouldn't
He's
call a
just.
live peer review?
You said what?
I call that.
You said say that again?
Oh, you wouldn't call I feel like it's just amateur.
It's not peer reviewed.
It's the start.
It's literally nothing. I promise you, it's nothing. I talk to more people than him. I talk to more people than him for sure, and I wouldn't take anything that I'm saying as like the truth if there's a fucking study that supports it. Like, I'm not gonna go against the study. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, and when the study changes to reflect something else, then what?
I will adjust. That's how you do it. That's how science works. So you are describing science.
So just to clarify, I need a charger. You can't conduct your own study because it's already been done.
You can. It depends on what we're talking about, but you're not conducting.
You cannot go and talk to the same people that just went and did this questionnaire, so it can be peer reviewed and then put on a website to be a statistic. You can't go and do the same research, the same questionnaire, but you don't have no team to peer review. Then what? The research is just what?
Invalid.
But why? What
Because it
makes you
hasn't
think
been
that?
peer reviewed and nobody has researched it and nobody has challenged it, and that's what you need. Like
So
studies
what
are
would you
like,
call what would you call what you're doing?
what do you mean?
What are you doing?
What part?
This right here. This
Having a,
conversation.
just talking to you. His think about it like this. That's his study, right? I'm the peer. I reviewed it. It's trash. So why are you not believing me? If I'm telling you his what he's saying, even fuck the study I've read, just common sense, just my my own worldview, whatever you want to say, my own personal experience. I'm gonna use the same shit. All the women I've talked to, blah 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 blah. Cool. I'm the peer that's reviewing his work. I'm telling you as a peer because we're both content creators, so that I guess it gives us some weight in this world. It doesn't, but whatever. We're both
No.
content creators. I'm telling you that his study is not accurate. So why are you not believing me? Why is it now just, oh, I guess it's a point of just that's your point of view and that's his point of no, absolutely
When
not.
when did I say point of view? What did
That's what you've
I
been
say
saying this
that I
whole
said?
time. You've literally been saying that I don't understand because y'all just disagree, that people gotta tear him down. It's so much deeper than that. It's not I disagree with people all the time. It's not about just disagreeing with the person. Where
Okay, you. I didn't say you. I was talking that. I
whoever,
was
I'm
saying
saying whoever, it doesn't matter, whoever, not just me, whoever, right? Whoever you're talking about. I'm saying
right.
that
We can have a nice, tasteful conversation like such. Like that's not
it
that.
depends on it depends on the level of disrespect. I don't tone police people, so at least I try not to. But
No,
yeah.
y'all. I'm not sober.
Oh, you not sober?
No, I'm trolling. I'm absolutely sober.
Oh,
The day is just yeah.
you still read the comments, huh?
Yeah. Sorry, they be. I get what you're saying. I still agree that women do cheat as much as men, and I feel like we lie about it.
What's the? But you can't. So also then by that,
Who are the men cheating with? We can't all be single.
hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. That if just because men are cheating doesn't mean that the woman he cheated on his girl with is a cheater too. So that doesn't negate
No,
anything.
it doesn't. But I'm
Secondly,
saying,
secondly, hold
okay,
on. Secondly, you're claiming that women are lying. Then so are the men. So we're right back at square one. So we might as well just believe the numbers. That's what I'm saying. Why are the women? Why are we not saying? Well, yeah, the men are saying they haven't. Like you can make the same argument for men. Why is it only for women? It only goes one way. Doesn't make sense. So let's just take the study at face value because it's been peer reviewed, and the studies say that women cheat more. The studies say men lie. Sorry, that men cheat more. The studies say men lie more too, which makes perfect sense. They kind of go hand in hand. Like
okay,
it's really not that hard. You know what I mean?
it's not that hard. I was taught to question all studies, do your own
You're
research.
not questioning it though. You're contradicting yourself. You're not questioning
I'm
his study.
contradicting
You
myself.
are. You just said you should question all studies, right? That's fine. That's fine.
How you think I got here? I didn't question you.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't feel like you were questioning me.
Exactly. I don't think like I thought we were having a conversation. You feel interrogated?
No, I'm telling you, I'm talking about you didn't vet Mr. Big Love. You just took what he said at face value.
No, I didn't.
You did. That is literally what you're doing right now.
No, we've had a conversation about this before. That's actually how I found him. Cause how you gonna tell me what women do?
Who,
I'm a
me?
woman. No, I'm just saying in general.
Oh, I mean, I don't care if you're a man or a woman. If you're ignorant, you're ignorant. You don't know what all women do, just like I don't know what all women do. And I wouldn't never talk about womanhood or what it was like to be a woman or anything like that necessarily on a certain level. No, I wouldn't begin to open my mouth. But if we're talking about something like who cheats more, men and women, absolutely. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. I'm a stand 10 toes on that. Men cheat more. I don't care if you're a woman, I don't give a fuck if 1,000 women say, no, women cheat more. I'll be like, y'all fucking don't know what you're talking about. Doesn't matter because facts are facts. It doesn't matter to me. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Man or woman, don't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't make any sense. But I'm telling you, as a man, I know you're a woman, but I'm gonna say, like, I don't care. Men cheat more, significantly more than women do. If you think that they don't because of your 4-friend or your 5-friend group, then fine. But I'm telling you, I could use that same argument as a man. I could tell you unequivocally, men cheat more. However you want it. Men cheat more. We talk about cheating more. We cheat more. Men cheat more. We objectify women more than men. We objectify women more than women objectify men. Like, I can keep going. We're more abusive. We lie more.
Oh, you got that.
You said what?
You got that. More abusive.
Yeah. But all those things fall under abuse. Cheating is abuse. Lying is abusive. Yeah, you know what I mean? All these things fall under abuse. So men are more abusive in every way. How are women? In what way are women more abusive or just as abusive as men? It doesn't make any sense. In what way?
Abusive. So cheating is abuse.
Absolutely, cheating is abuse.
Okay.
100. It's one of the worst. Beyond, short of punching somebody, I think that it's the worst form of abuse.
So manipulation is abuse.
Manipulation, 1,000% is abuse.
Okay, so then, yeah, women are pretty manipulative.
You said women are what?
Pretty manipulative.
Okay. Are they as manipulative as men? Do they try to manipulate men at the same rate that men try to manipulate women?
When you say at the same rate,
per capita, for every 1,000 men that exist, I would say 990 of them try to manipulate women. That's the rate. So what's the rate for women?
I don't think we manipulate each other in the same sense.
Whatever sense. So once again, I'll give you my number. Out of 1,000 men, I think 990 of them are going to try to manipulate a woman or have manipulated a woman. What is your rate that you're saying for women? What out of 1,000 women, how many of them are trying to manipulate men or have manipulated men?
All of them.
100% of them. 1,000%. Okay.
We always, if not to protect ourselves, to get something.
Well, okay. Let me. Okay.
That's why I said.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll remove protection because obviously, if you have to manipulate a man to protect yourself, that is self-preservation. Okay.
Okay, removing protection from the scenario, it does decrease exponentially.
Okay. To what?
I would only drop it down to 800.
So 800. Okay. So it only dropped it down 200. So you think 800 women out of 1,000. So 80% of women manipulate men. For what reason?
Just to, satisfaction, to get something.
But for what? Why? Why do they need to do that to get something?
Why wouldn't you? Why is anybody manipulating anybody to get what they want out of them? To deceive?
No, but you're not answering my question.
It's the same thing for women. If we want something,
let me ask you a question. I do this. I like this. I think this is the easy one. If there were 10 men in a bar and a woman walked in the bar and walked up to each one of those men and separately told each one in their ear, I want to sleep with you right now. Leave with me right now. I want to sleep with you. What percentage of those men will leave with her?
Okay, wait. I don't know where this scenario is going.
A random, don't try to figure it out. Just answer the question.
80%.
So 8 out of 10. Okay. If you flip that scenario around, A man walks into the same bar, goes up to 10 women, says the same thing. What percentage of those women leave with him?
5.
5?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck out of here. You playing. You are playing for real. Tam said, drop the ICDC college grad. They put 5 on her head. That's crazy.
5? Only 5? Make it 10. Make it 10.
That's really wild. 50% of women, if a man who they've never met walked up to them in a club or in a bar or wherever, but in this case a bar, and was like, let's come sleep with me right now. You saying 5 of them would say yes. Like, please be serious.
If they in a bar by themselves?
Huh? What? I don't care. You could pick the women. It don't matter. It don't matter.
It do, because it's different for men. Men are like, they gonna jump at an opportunity, versus a woman. Her status matters. Her looks matters. Her self-esteem matters. All of that comes into play on how easy she is, quote unquote.
I'm not understanding the relevancy, because that doesn't. Okay, but which one? You're saying half the women are gonna leave with a random man that they just met? Like, come on.
Yeah, because how many of them is really of higher stat? Like, if a man just walk in a bar, he gotta have something. That's what I mean by manipulation. Like, you gotta have something. Like, he just walk in and whisper in my ear. I don't get that.
What do you mean you don't get that?
A dude just walks in and whispers in my ear, or a lady's ear. Let's go. I wanna take you home. Or a lady walks in. I don't think a man gonna leave either. He gonna look at her like, you're stupid.
No, he not. No, he not. He
Again,
might. No. You're right. He will. He'll be like, are you, like, get out of here? Are you serious? And if all she has to do is just keep saying, yes, I'm serious. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. No joke. I'm 100% serious. 9 out of 10 gonna fold. Now, if you flip that scenario around,
shit, I said 8 out of 10 go fold.
8 out of 10 women?
Nah, 5 women.
I know. I said 9 out of 10 men gonna fold.
I said 8.
I don't think any woman is leaving a bar with a random dude that walks up to him and says that. I think 0 women leave.
Okay, being real, at least 2 out of 10 is leaving.
So what was the other answer? It wasn't real. You was trolling me? Because that's crazy.
A little bit. Just a little.
Yeah, 2 out of 10 women ain't leaving either.
Yeah, they are. A man walks up to her out of all these women. She's most definitely about to feel like, oh yeah, she's some hot shit. Like, he chose me out of all of them. Come on now. You think this pick me thing just came out of nowhere? Like, all of this stuff is way deeper than this surface.
Catch Me Outside said, here's the 10 she wanted, big dummy, not the little one.
No, now it's up to 50. Send 40 more.
No.
Y'all.
Mrs. H said, she's brainwashed and male centered. Drop her ass. That's 25.
Oh, they sent you money for real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I need cash apps.
Anyway, I got a appointment to make.
Oh, okay.
But for those that are worried, don't worry, y'all. I'm taking. I won't come nowhere near y'all. Peace and blessings.
Okay. Man. It's an epidemic, y'all. We did it, y'all. Oh man, I'm on an illustrious run right now. All right, man. I really gotta go. I got a lot of work to do. I still ain't ate. I gotta do some stuff. I'm gonna skip lunch. I'm just gonna eat dinner or something like that. Y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me. I got work to do though. I can't even. I gotta get this done. I love y'all though, man. For real, for real. Siren talking about some Priscilla was right. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Bye. That was fun. Are you not entertained? I was thoroughly entertained. I had a great time. Shout out to Mr. Big Love, man. Come back, brother. We can do it again. I loved it. You ain't never leave. You lied to me. I know. I've been in here. I got caught up in the streets, man. One thing led to another. Cedar said she was going to pick up my baby, and here we are. And here we are. This was a crazy ass live. And I got to post this whole shit on YouTube because they missed the last part. So he took us to the Mr. Big Lies. Oh, man. Y'all funny as fuck. All right. For reals, though, man. I'm out, y'all.